Okay, so we're gonna try to animate our character to make a walk cycle. For walking, well, I guess we all know how to walk, but actually when you're trying to recreate, then it's a little bit more difficult. So, I would recommend you to find, um, oops, to find some kind of reference. You can either record yourself or somebody else and put that in a blender. You can find some kind of image, so go and search on internet. You're gonna find nice sketches of walk cycle. So basically we have something like a standing pose, and then we have making a step, and then again kind of standing, and again making a step, and then standing again. So we start with the, and it's important to have some kind of sketch. So and kind of try to stay in these frames. Um, Otherwise you'll end up with a billions of little keyframes, and very soon you will forget what to do. So I have like frame one, and then I'm gonna start like making first step with my right leg, which means my left arm also is gonna go forward, and that will be around frame 16. Also my whole body goes a little bit down, and then again going body up, and one of the leg is passing, this time left leg is kind of swinging by and coming in front, and then my whole body goes down, and so on. So that will make one simple walk cycle. So have some kind of reference, otherwise it will be quite difficult for you to build something. So before we move on, just to let you know, I made few changes to my character. I Here, the one of the thing I did is I removed those rotation keys. Instead of that, I came here, let me see, hopefully you will see this. I did change here in editing panel. I went to change, I locked my Y rotation, so there's no Y rotation. I have X rotation, and that represents this red line, and I have Z. So because if you think really, the lower part of the leg can swing this much, and you can just simply dragging this these numbers, you can increase or decrease depending if you're making really flexible person or just a normal person. You can fix that. So I did that here, I did that here. Let me see what I did here. I'm not sure what actually I end up with this one. Actually, I think I'm going to lock here the Z. Uh, so I'm gonna just have something like that. Actually, I'm going to remove limit and then lock it. So only to move it this way, so there won't be some kind of tilting, strange tilting. And so remove this one and that. I think that worked well for me. You can do something for arms if you want, but since we're gonna keep it very simple, we're gonna have it that way. So that's that. Let's see, I made also my camera. If I go into, actually let me have this one outliner quickly to set up my 3D view and top view. So I put my camera more or less to go on the side. Let's see, like that. I have some kind of plane. Also what you can put in the background, some kind of object like columns, so that can also give you a rhythm and you can animate that. So with all that, we're pretty much ready to do our first cycle. I have a bunch of open panels here, windows. One is the outliner that will help me to select the right thing. This is just my timeline that will help me just to navigate, go to the very beginning of my animation, or to progress to the keyframes, which is also nice, so you will know that you will not overwrite some kind of keyframe. This is my IPO, and the other thing I like to have is the here action editor. Here you will see when we set up the keyframes for the for the root, because root will have to go up and down, up and down. So here, first we're gonna set up keyframes for the root, right? And here and up and here. Then the next thing we're gonna do the I keys, and I keys we will see here. So that's the very beginning.